ABC's General Hospital Spoilers revealed that a character will be able to return in Port Charles after being away for 3 years. It's been quite a while since Griffin left Port Charles because of the death of Kiki, Ava's daughter. Previously, Griffin and Ava were lovers. They had a beautiful love and made many people admire their love story. After that, Kiki died and everything changed a lot. Griffin also left from there. Ava had to live in grief for a long time before the death of her daughter, as well as the departure of her lover. At that time, Nicholas appeared and helped her, which is why Ava got out of there at that time. I thought Griffin would never return to Port Charles in this life, but for what reason did he come back after 3 years of leaving? How will you react when you and Ava meet again? A lot has happened in Port Charles recently. Why did you return at this stressful time, and what will happen? Meanwhile, in the past, the truth was also quite complicated, so it caused the relationship between Ava and Griffin to malfunction, and such a separation occurred. Everyone knows the love story between Griffin, a la Ava. However, one day Griffin was drunk and couldn't remember what he had done. He mistook Ava and Kiki, so they slept together. This made Ava extremely shocked, and it was almost difficult to accept the fact because she loved Griffin so much, and she secretly thought that everything was done by Kiki on purpose. And because Kiki never wanted Ava to fall in love, Kiki hated Griffin. She wanted the two of them to break up, so this could also be a plan to lure Griffin into making such a big mistake. After that horrible thing happened, Ava confided to Ryan about this. And at that time, Ava still didn't know that Ryan was evil and had a crush on her. Ava confided in Ryan that she'd wished Kiki disappeared from the world. And those were just words that Ava said when she was angry. How could she have any intention of wanting her daughter to die? So after saying that, Ryan actually let Kiki disappear. Ava went through a long period of regret and heartbreak before Kiki's death. And Griffin also felt sorry for the mother and daughter, so he chose to leave. Would Ava be happy to know that Griffin will return to Port Charles? Besides, Griffin has had a very successful career abroad. He's a good doctor and is sought after by many major hospitals. And currently, Port Charles GH's hospital desperately needs a good doctor like Griffin. And they're trying very hard to invite him to work here. There were Terry and Britt, who were also good doctors. In terms of qualification, it was impossible to surpass Griffin. TJ invited to graduate not too long ago, so there's a need for good and experienced people like Griffin. And on top of that, their hospital just received a very difficult disease to treat, leukemia. Willow's the one suffering from this incurable disease. With the qualifications of the doctors in the hospital, there is still not enough capacity to treat Willow. Willow's still pregnant, increasing the difficulty of this healing. And perhaps it was for this reason that Griffin chose to return to Port Charles. Griffin may be the one to help Willow treat his leukemia. And can Griffin help Willow heal? After Griffin returns, they will definitely meet Ava again, and their feelings will likely return. And currently Griffin is still single. Since breaking up with Ava, he has always focused on his career, without choosing to date anyone. And on top of that, Griffin really still has feelings for Ava, so he can't come out of this love forever, but only has to hide it. And this time back, he was also extremely nervous when he didn't know how things would turn out. Griffin has also investigated Ava's condition over the past few years and is also aware of what happened to her. He's extremely worried for her and really hopes they can meet again. And now that Ava and Nicholas are in the process of getting a divorce, it's even more likely that Griffin and her can get back together. Will Griffin come find Ava and meet her soon? Does Ava still love Griffin? Was he a new support after she ended her miserable days with Nicholas? And how will things turn out?